Welcome back to Wafflehouse in Exandria and beyond.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
We're one person down tonight, which is probably a good thing because last week he was speaking like he had a lisp all evening. So we now have no Azakar this evening. See how that pans out. A resume from last week. JC.
Yeah. So, the party, now standing in a very small and tight hallway, trying to figure out what to do next, ask Fomos to spy through the walls in an attempt to figure out what to do. Where normally they struggle with doors, this time it's portals. Once they figured out that it was actually safe to pass through, Dak summoned a Fey Pixie and immediately sent it to death at the hand of a hand guarding the next set of doors. JC bravely approached, but also got slapped and valiantly decided to retreat. Whilst that was happening, Lewin all found a suspicious chest in another room, surrounded by items normally seen in a serial killer's house for disposing of bodies. The whole group expected instant death if they touched this chest, and tried various things to trigger it. Turned out it was a pretty normal chest, but full of vials, later to be found out to be blood. After deciding to pocket a few for later use, they move their attention back to the floating slappy hand. Eventually, Azakar manages to join the rest of the party and disclose that the vials are the blood of his mistress. And that worries him, as it was his main mission to find this, and it's all here. Now he distrusts his former people. Fomos decides to form a web around the hand, which slowly kills it off, allowing the party to get into the following room, which oddly contains cheese. While discussions of aging of the cheeses happens, Azakar and JC listening through the next set of doors, hearing Waterdeep, Faerun, Imon, Glastonbury, Azakar, and also hear that they are to treat the Wafflehouse as friends, because who needs enemies like us? And to tell them that they have found signs of the old elf city, but that they don't trust the ancient one. Following that, footsteps towards the door had the Wafflehouse run away whilst trying to make themselves invisible. JC makes a vague representation of the hand in an attempt to hide their tracks. Hoping that no one else notices the trap door opens and closes, they run back to the dorm to discuss what they saw. However, find the vials of blood have now turned to dust and are now useless. And with that, normality returns to the outside of the Enclave.
Very good.
Well done.
Everybody else, that's how you do it.
Yeah, in other words, blind mass panic about 10 minutes before the stream going shit.
I think JC should do it every week.
So do I.
I'm happy to teach you how to do this.
Okay, so you
I didn't
are.
miss too much out.
Sorry?
Hope I didn't miss too much out.
I think I covered a lot of it. Let's go to where are. The ever-present pulls you out of sleep as you awake from your long rest. You come to Azakar looks troubled. The rest of you hear the and otherwise there's just silence in this area. Azakar the Heretic, come out.
Oh, that can't be good.
I agree, Dak. Usually that kind of voice is reserved for when you're in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, Heretic just one day we're friends, next day we're Heretic. I mean, it's just clearly it all went a bit pear-shaped. Right, okay. I suppose then Azakar will approach the door. Maybe not fully step through it, but crack it open. I have no control. I have no control over anything.
Over you?
Nope, just anything to do with Az. I can't do that.
No,
okay.
no. As the car comes forward, you all see There is a circle of the Githzerai out there. The monks, you see Brother Ahab there. You see a elderly-looking Githzerai standing there, eyes reddened, hood up. He's the one who spoke. And in the background, the ever-present advisor standing there in glowing metallic plate armor, helm down, two-handed sword point stuck into the ground, his hands resting on the pommel, observing. Azakar, the heretic, surrender yourself.
I'm having a real difficult time judging what Azakar's reaction to this would be. I don't know the character well enough.
So he comes forward. He will come forward. You were seen entering the forbidden depths. Some of our most precious things have been taken.
Oh, sure you don't believe that was me.
Empty your pockets.
Very well.
And in his pocket, there was an empty vial full of ashes.
I thought we disposed of all of them. Oh, whoops.
We had.
Sorry? You hadn't? JC, you still got one on you as well.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Sorry, as I've incriminated you accidentally.
Come with
how
me.
did that get in now?
You have been accused of heresy and blasphemy to our mistress and to the divine being. And Azakar looks shocked, crestfallen, and meekly subdues and comes forward and is led away, unless you do anything about it.
Yeah, are we sure we want this to happen?
No, not entirely. I think we should perhaps try and alter this situation somehow. So Dak will go over to the door and ask, where are you taking him?
It is not your concern, outsider.
Quickly, whilst all that's happening, JC wants to stand behind these two, and he wants to do the disguise spell again, like he did what would be yesterday, to make himself look like one of these monks. If that makes sense.
But don't forget, you cannot make yourself much taller.
No, well, I can only, it's up to what, 1 foot tall or shorter.
Yeah.
He's like 5 foot, so he could go up to like 6 foot.
No, he's not. He's 4'10".
Well, yeah, 4'11" or whatever it is. Like
Yeah.
just shy. But you know what I mean?
It just means there's an empty space with disguise self.
So you can do so.
And then I want to try to sneak around to sort of here to sort of make it look like, you know, I was here to sort of escort out. Because basically I'm going to try and follow, assuming I don't get caught.
And they look at you.
Good look or bad look?
What are you doing?
I mean, they're going to help escort. Can't have these people, you know, desanctifying your areas.
Can you make a deception roll for me, please?
Can I attempt to assist JC with this?
No, you can't. This is a.
Okay.
It's just
15. There's a minimum of 15 anyway.
I can see the pinkness to your complexion. You are the cat. Do not try and deceive us. You are in enough trouble already. Heretic. Azakar the heretic, come with me. He gets led away. Brother Ahab comes forward. Well, if you're not going to be here for a session, I'm going to murderize your your PC.
Yeah, I was just thinking, shit, I hope I haven't killed him that quickly, because that's got to be some sort of record.
Brother Ahab
I tried.
comes forward. I am disappointed. I thought you were friends of Enclave, but you are not. Did you have any part to play in the desecration of our temple? Looks at you, Dak.
I'm not sure to what you're referring. You seem to have just came in, taken off one of our party members and started accusing us of stuff.
Could you make a deception roll for me, please?
Yeah, I can try.
Ooh.
We're all gonna die, aren't we?
Probably. No, that's pretty good for me, but not good enough.
You are being evasive. Clearly know something of the machinations of Azakar the Heretic.
I
You
know
are
that
under
he's...
You are under the protection of the divine being. If I had my way, we would cast you into the void of limbo with no protection to be devoured by the chaos beast. And he turns around and looks at the advisor here. The advisor just very slowly just shakes his head. Alas, I cannot do that. You are to be banished from Enclave. Unless have you anything to say for yourselves?
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm not sure if I'm following properly. Why are we being banished again?
Our sacred place has been desecrated. Azakar the Heretic was seen going, or attempting to get into that space. And he has on his body one of the vials which was stolen.
That's terrible. Dak, did you know about this?
No, it's news to me.
What exactly are these vials? Oh, we are very sorry to have accidentally desecrated some sort of holy artifact.
So you were involved as well?
Only so much as that we have been accompanying Azakar. The dirty heretic he is. We've been traveling through the plains. And you're telling me he's some sort of vagabond?
He is a heretic.
My
He has set our cause back hundreds of years. 4 of our precious vials were taken and broken, or were taken.
Terrible. Jack, how could you let such a monster into this group? We apologize wholeheartedly, your most beneficent brother Ahab. We ask some short time in your midst to settle our affairs before you so rightly banish us.
You go. You are banished.
Surely a beneficent and logical being as yourself knows that you would need to give us up some time to prepare before we go.
You can see he's starting to crack his knuckles and his fists are getting tight.
Hold on, I'm just grabbing something from my notes.
You leave. You have overstayed your welcome. The divine being has spread his mercy on you. I would not be so merciful.
What a shame, and we were just preparing to stop Marmaduke eating this place, but if you insist.
Yes, what did you do to Marmaduke? He has gone rogue.
Yes. What was it he said when we ran into him, Dak? Something about Enclave in Hungary, and he wanted something in Enclave, and he knows where it is now.
Yeah, he was surprisingly clear with his message for something that appears so bestial in nature.
This beast is... he has eaten and eradicated a Slad outpost. Would not trouble me normal times, but this is new behaviour for this creature.
Yes, and it was such a shame that when we had to retreat last time, he was heading straight here. We were planning on going to defeat him.
We are hidden. We are hidden from...
not anymore. When we returned here, I think the heretic, his unnatural, unholy abilities have changed something.
Okay, could you make a deception roll, please?
Absolutely.
And Dak, you were helping, so you can either make a deception roll as well, or you can just give him the help action.
I'm going to give him the help action because even I don't know where Lewin's going with this.
Oh my
exactly
God.
the same.
Meets beats. Okay. I think you are panting like a puppy. I think you need to leave. Take what belongings you have. The divine being has been beneficent with his generosity to you.
I'm just going to whisper to Dak. How important is Azakar to us?
He was kind of following our lead. It seems unfair to just let him get on with it.
Well, it seems to me that there's two solutions here. Sorry, excuse us for one moment. We're just discussing our travel plans. We either let him be dragged off to, I don't know, be turned into limbo soil, or we get him out, and that's going to involve a lot of punchy, fighty times.
Can I just ask, as I'm near Lewin, I'm going to ask him, have we got anyone who's able to get us out of limbo today?
I could just out of limbo today.
Me too.
Okay.
The advisor picks up his sword, sheathes it on his back, and walks forward. Armor glowing. And
Lewin,
walks behind you.
Do you think it's wise, Lewin, that I try and contest them on something? Considering they seem to so intent to kick us out, I feel like we have nothing to lose.
Oh, Lewin's very wise. He thinks that's a capital idea.
Well, before you send us on our way, brother, why are you sending people to Imon?
Doesn't say anything. It
seems rather suspicious that you're kicking us out on the moment that little gems happened.
He's pushing. He pushes you forward. Are you going to contest that?
You're being rather unfair on the poor farmers. I suggest you tell him what he needs to know. And I'm going to try to get this to work on the advisor.
Okay. What's he got to make?
It's a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Hold it. That's not done it properly. So it's going to roll a number. This isn't the correct number though. That plus 25.
Yeah, it definitely beats.
25. And he just he just tries to push you forward. Are you going?
Just learn it's time to leave.
Okay, and the monks part to let you through. And are you going to all go in front of him?
Well, here, yeah.
Yep, okay. And you all get taken outside. None of the other monks go with you. And the advisor just comes here. Door closes behind. And you get ushered to the end of where the landmass is.
Don't open the portal. We've got another way of dealing with this.
This strange man behind us is wearing armor. I haven't seen a single Givzerai wear any form of protection the entire time I've been here, have I?
Nope. They've all been wearing just monk robes.
Who are you, Sir Knight, with your strange helmet? Oh, hold on a sec. The style of this armor, have I ever seen it before? In particular, have I ever seen it on a weird second Knight of the Moon who was disguised as who was actual lad in disguise?
Make an intelligence roll.
12.
Not that you can recall, no. And he pushes you forward. He pushes you forward.
Whilst he's pushing us forward and all that.
And you float. Suddenly, there is no gravity.
Before he pushes us off, as he's sort of walking us to the door, can I do my invisible mage hand behind him and try and grab the helmet off his head?
You can. Make an athletics roll for me, please.
16.
No, doesn't shift it.
Does he feel me doing it though?
He ignores it.
Other thing Lewin wants to know: Azakar had the Chaos Stones, so we're going to absolutely die if we keep going out.
Yes, our only options at this particular moment in time are to take ourselves completely out of limbo, or fight our way back in.
I suggest that we fight our way back in, because otherwise we're just going to meekly go to our deaths, and I'm not doing that.
Yeah, no, I must admit that's not exactly high on my list of things I would like to do.
Well, in which case, I'm going to Misty. If I can I Misty step behind the advisor, please?
Certainly can.
And I want to attempt to grab his helmet and pull it off.
If I can, I would like to assist this by grabbing tenderly hold of one of the advisor's hands and saying, "Thank you for such a delightful exit."
Almost like a distraction.
Yes.
Whilst Lewin does that, can I sort of step in front? And can I see any weak points in this armour, like any gaps, anything at all?
It is full plate. You can see that in front of it. It is glowing. And as you look closely at it, you can see there's almost there is movement within the actual armour itself.
Yeah, like any of the joints, anything that I could, for example, give him, shall we say, some kindness through the gap.
Oh, you could try.
Yeah, whilst Lewin's grabbing him, I'm going to put kindness up to one of those sort of
So you're going to threaten him with a sword, yeah?
Yeah, and say, if you move, I will stab.
Okay, so you say that. So Phomos, make an athletics roll with advantage, because you've got help.
I'm glad you're giving me advantage, because this is not going to go well. I'm sorry, guys. 12.
15. So it doesn't happen. And he just ignores you and Lewin.
For goodness sake.
And he just looks at you, JC. Are you still dressed as one
of the monks.
One of the monks, yeah.
Yeah.
So I just need to try and find something.
This is not going well.
If he moves even in the slightest, I'm going to shank him. So effectively, it's a hold action.
Okay.
The person with the highest strength amongst all of us just got dragged off to be killed.
Okay.
Lewin's fed up of this song and dance of trying to do things manually. He's just going to try and hold it. So with a muttering of his hands and waving, he grabs a piece of iron and holds it.
As you do that, the armour just gets brighter and brighter, and you can see swirls within it.
I'm going to take that as...
Could you all make for me, please, wisdom saving throws?
Yep.
Natural 20.
Oh, Jesus.
Phomos fails, Stack passes, Lewin passes. You see the armour just sort of, it gets very bright, and then you see these swirls within it. Phomos, you are bedazzled, and you are effectively stunned at the moment.
Okay.
As hypnotic pattern from the armour just blinds you. And he just points forwards, and then at the edge of the ground that you're on, he just moves off and beckons you to come down. He moves downwards, below the sight from the castle, from Enclave.
He moved. I'm assuming a 15 doesn't hit.
No.
Mm,
No. He just ignores it.
I think we
I'm
should
gonna go-
follow him.
I'm going to go over and clonk Phomos in the back of the head to end the incapacitation.
Okay, you can do so. So he
Clonk.
has now gone down about 30 feet.
Okay, Dak's gonna move back a little bit, and then he's also gonna go down 30 feet.
Okay. So he then comes towards you, Dak. So his armour is glowing. It's almost painfully bright to look at. His short sword is still sheathed on his back.
We're going
Not
to
short
need a
sword,
little
great
bit
sword.
more-
Sorry, his great sword. I beg your pardon.
We're going to need a little more out of you than silence, otherwise this is going to turn unpleasant.
And he reaches into a pouch by his side. And he takes this out, dips his fingers in. Are you going to do anything?
Okay.
Okay.
No, I'm completely confused by that.
And he pinches in the pouch, brings it out, and he puts his hands over your head.
Would I have any idea what this is?
No, you can actually see there's like almost like red dust on his fingers, on his gloves.
Whilst he's doing that, can I ready a light crossbow? If Dak disappears or anything, I want literally as he disappears, I want to shoot an arrow through him and
Okay.
at the advisor.
Okay.
So another held action,
Okay.
effectively.
And he sprinkles this dust over you, Dak.
Right, okay.
And that's all he does. He beckons for the rest of you to come.
Dak
I
is
don't
going
trust
to
it.
turn around, look up very quizzically, and just shrug, because I have no idea what's going on. I suspect if he was going to be violent with us, he would have tried that already, but who knows?
Well, every other means has not gone very well, so I'll just come down where Dak is.
Okay. He reaches into another pouch, pulls out some. We've got an echo. Pulls out some sand, sprinkles it on you, and then stops, and it almost mimes like a clown. Oh, wrong thing. And he goes to the other pouch and gets the red stuff and pinches it, takes a pinch and puts it on top of you.
Lewin, any ideas?
Does Lewin have any idea?
Make an intelligence roll.
Well,
No, you don't. JC, you're beckoned to come down.
I'm not moving for the moment. I don't trust this.
Okay. And Lewin, you are beckoned to come down.
I'm sticking with the cat.
Well, Dak, at least if something happens, you're not going to be stuck in it by yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, if this guy fucks us, this is the last time I trust anyone.
Oh, don't worry. If he fucks us, I'm getting a fuck you back before we go.
Do you actually say that? Do you say that
I
in
just say
front
to
of him?
Dak, I'll just say that chuckling. It's half serious. It's not really clearly serious.
Can JC quickly try something?
And he looks at you, Phomos, and he puts two fingers to his eyes, and he puts two fingers pointing at you. The watching you sign.
Oh, that's fine.
Can JC quickly try something?
Yep.
Can he just pull that necklace out of one of his belt pouches, and just sort of hold it up so the advisor can see it, just to see if there's any reaction at all?
Make an insight roll. Disadvantage.
26.
No reaction that you can see. Very hard to read anybody behind all that metal, though. Doesn't seem to respond to it one way or the other.
And he'll put it back in his pocket then.
And
Actually, he'll put it over his neck, so it's round his chest.
Okay. He points both to you and to Lewin, JC.
I'm going to look at Lewin and shrug my shoulders and say, I really, really don't like this at all.
Oh, I mean, he just tried to escort us out. At best, they're going to dispose us out of the way of the monks, because I suppose that brutal murder isn't really an ascetic way of living.
Well, if you go down, I'll go down, but I ain't doing this first.
I'm not going to encourage either of you to do one way or the other because I don't have enough information.
Also, I'll shout out to the advisor. Prove that you're not going to harm us.
He looks up. He has his pouch in his hand now, which you put your fingers in. He just shrugs, and he floats away. He stops where he is and he looks back, and he has the pouch in his hand again.
You would have thought they'd have taught him sign language or something. This just seems cruel.
Out of interest, with this dust that's been sprinkled on us, is any available for me to take a look at? Does it look similar to the colour of the Chaos Stones that we had, or?
It's red dust.
What colour were the Chaos Stones? Were they red as
They
well?
were red, yeah.
Do you know what, Dak? I think this might actually be either the dust that we needed to deal with the issues of spell casting out here, or somehow ground up Chaos Stones. It's the same colour, and there's not really a lot I've seen very similar to this.
I mean, it's as good a guess as any. I mean, at least it makes sense.
He just stands there floating in limbo, the ether of limbo.
I'm assuming he wants us to go over to him.
He points at Lewin and JC.
What do you reckon, Lewin?
Dak, you've got better decision making than I do. What do you recommend?
All I can say for sure is it hasn't done us any harm yet. It looks vaguely like it might be something to do with the Chaos Stones there or thereabouts. But quite frankly, we haven't got enough information to make a logical decision at this point, so just go with your gut.
No good. I wanted a good wisdom decision.
That's as much as
Can I
wisdom as
try
yet.
and deceive? Can I try and deceive Lou and go? Don't worry, it's fine. It seems to be okay.
Yep, you can.
I can't tell the future, unfortunately. Wisdom only gets you so far.
You're gonna beat that.
Well,
No, not.
Lewin,
having
seems
heard you-
all right. He seems to be sort of encouraging you to have it done.
Okay, seems reasonable. Foma seems to know what's up.
Oh, JC, you can't be the one left out. Otherwise, you are going to get left behind if something happens.
Yeah, at this point, it's probably worse to be the odd one out.
Yep.
well, if Lewin goes down, I'll follow Lewin. But I will be keeping my crossbow aimed at his head. Not Lewin's, the advisor's. Just going to make that clear.
Look, this is your fault.
And the Orming, as you going to step off?
Yeah. I'm following Fomos. He seems to know what's up.
And you hear the crackle of limbo now as you leave the sanctuary of Enclave. Do you go towards the advisor? Again, he's 30 feet. He's below the level where the castle can see him. You hear the crackle of thunder in the distance.
I think we're
He's
meant to be going
waiting,
over to-
and he turns to go.
I think we should be following him.
I guess.
And he just points away into the distance.
I understand you might be trying to help us in some way, but at the same time you must understand we cannot leave our friend here.
And he points at JC and takes out this bag with this red dust in it.
Yeah.
Sticks his fingers in.
Yeah.
Do you bow your head?
If I sneeze, I'm losing this arrow. Go on.
You got your bow out, have you?
Yeah, I still don't trust him. If I sneeze, I will shoot, but if I don't sneeze, you're okay. Bow the head down a bit.
Um.
I will say, I do not trust you.
Okay. Could you make a acrobatics or athletics roll, please? At disadvantage 21. He goes to grab your crossbow.
28.
You pull it out of the way.
Pull that again, and I will shoot you. I do not trust you. Make me trust you before I will lower my weapon. As far as we're concerned, you're here to escort us out to kill us.
He shrugs. And he floats upwards now. Luan, you going to do anything before he goes away? Floats upwards.
I'm following what Dak and Thomas are doing. They seem to know what's up.
Okay.
Yeah, crap.
Okay.
As he floats away, can I try and grab that bag?
You can try.
Go for it. What do I need to roll?
A very difficult sleight of hand roll because it's actually in his palm.
I'll fail this, but I'm going to do it anyway. 17.
He turns around. You have disadvantage on that because he's holding onto it. So he turns around and your paw is on this bag. He turns around and just looks at you. Could you make a charisma saving throw for me, please?
Natural 20.
Okay.
Down to 19.
You bow down in front of him. And he just sprinkles some of the dust on you. You gibbering in front of him. As he intimidates you. You can't see the eyes, but you know they're just boring into you. This is a creature who is not scared of you or the whole team. And
Lewin gets sprinkling.
And he offers it to Lewin as well.
Has Fomus been sprinkled?
All of us have been sprinkled now, apart from you.
Then absolutely, I have no idea what this is, so it must be beneficial.
So he sprinkles some on you, and then floats upwards and goes back into Enclave. And all of you got standing there. You got there's a slight glow to you where the dust is on you.
So this is one of two things. Either this is some sort of thing which means we physically cannot enter now, or this is going to allow us to traverse limbo.
Well, I mean, if we're outside the protection of the sanctuary and we've not been injured in any way yet, it's probably the latter.
If only we had some way of detecting magic.
Yeah, okay. Don't know if that's going to help us any, but sure. Tap the side of my head, detect magic comes on.
Okay, so this whole place lights up. The whole building lights up. Around you, you see illusion magic surrounding this whole area.
Mm-hmm.
You see transmutation magic around this building. You see there's evocation magic. There's a lot of... Basically, it's pain. The whole building is painful to look at.
Oh yeah, I've looked well away from that.
I mean, it's like looking into the sun, so you can't look at the building. You look at everybody else, and you can see where the dust is. There is a transmutation magic on the dust.
Some sort of transmutation magic.
We don't have time for ritual casting this. I am going to identify. See if I can tell what spell this is.
So who are you going to cast that on?
I will cast it on Phomos.
Okay. On Phomos. Do you have a pearl worth at least 100 gold pieces?
I do. My monocle is pearl lined.
Okay, cool. So you look at him and This is this is a red powdered gem, which you ascertain will stabilize the chaos of limbo for 24 hours. This is dust of stability. So this will stop the wild magic surges, and this will stop you being. This will give you a area of protection, almost like a force field around yourself against the some of the excesses of limbo. Stabilizes the area around you. You may still be affected by something that's very hot. You still may get heat from that, but it will be you won't be damaged by it, to say. Effectively, like you've all got your own chaos stones.
Yes. Oh, okay. Well, that's nice. It's a protection aura stopping most of the worst effects of limbo. Still not really pleased with this. I still think we should go rescue Azakar.
Yeah.
Can I play devil's advocate at that point? We have 24 hours potentially to find your home city, Lewin. I have a much more faith in a reckless gamble on trying to find them in limbo ourselves versus going through an entire colony of Githzerai, of which we know very little about, and our magic appeared to not really do much during that conversation.
I mean, if you want to leave Azakar for potential death, that seems a very harsh thing to do, but there is logic behind just leaving him to his fate.
Here's another question. Do you still have an item with you that would allow us to teleport back into Enclave?
Potentially, but I don't know what barriers they have up which could potentially stop me.
Here's what I'm thinking. We use this benefit. We use this little benefit we've been given for however long it lasts, and we try and find the city. If we do not succeed,
as you're standing there, you can see that Dak suddenly looks vacantly ahead. Dak, you hear a voice in your mind. Leader, resolve the issue with the worm and seek me out. The pieces are being played.
Any guidance on dealing with the worm would be helpful.
Realise that was a sending spell.
Goddamn disembodied voices.
Well, D&D adventurers tend to cast sending spells on everybody else, but they never get contacted themselves. Tough.
I know. We've been instructed to deal with the worm.
Here's the problem. Most of our magic did nothing to the worm.
Yes, I was hoping we'd get...
Not true. Only force damage was ineffectual.
And radiant damage.
I've
fire
ascertained
damage.
that
And fire damage.
Psychic damage of a
necrotic
psychic
damage.
nature does seem to work.
I'm quite limited on those. Or necrotic. Although I can do one psychic.
Sorry, Lewin is going to go on his memory. I have no recollection of any of us ever using a necrotic spell against.
I did. I tried. Blight, is it? I can't remember now.
You tried Toll the Dead. Is that necrotic?
Yeah, tal'dorei necrotic.
You tried that, but it didn't damage it. But you think perhaps it passed any. Perhaps it was not. You weren't. So it didn't catch you quite at the right moment because it passed its saving throw.
Yes, so I don't think that has immunity to necrotic damage. I think it just passed its save.
Right. Okay.
In-game
Well, I've got a
speak.
few options up my hand in that case.
Force and Radiant off the table, but luckily for us, the only person who can heal in this party... Oh wait, no, Dak can heal. The only person who can do lots of Radiant damage is currently being tortured to death.
So Fomos, you see there's a whole shell around Enclave, which is illusion magic.
I'll state out what magics were surrounding this area. To be fair, when that happened while I was wincing away. So it was illusion.
Transmutation, evocation. The actual enclave itself is a whole, including the ground. It's just, it's like it's glowing so bright it's hard to look at.
It's like a whirlwind of different types of magic wrapping around it, which, to be fair, kind of makes sense in a place full of chaos.
Yep.
But it's very strongly transmutation magic.
There's transmutation and there's illusion all around the outside.
Yeah, illusionist. Yeah.
And there's schools of magic you don't recognise. When you see that, there's almost like there was, when you think back to the chest that you opened, there were some strains of colours of magic you didn't know. There's some of that is related to this building as well. The whole area is the whole thing is radiating magic.
Yeah. Like a light bulb.
I'm sorry, what was that, Dak? You were muttering to yourself.
It was just me cursing the gods, I think, at this point. Yeah, so dealing with the worm apparently is our next move, although we are now a pair of hands short. So, as brilliant as our previous plan was, we should probably try and come up with a better one this time.
JC, so did any sort of martial weapons seem to do anything to it?
Well, kindness seemed to be doing something, but
I didn't
exactly kill it with kindness, did I?
I can help you kill it with kindness for a minute without potentially getting killed doing so. If you get enough stabs in with that poker.
Well, at this point, anything's better than nothing.
Okay, when we get there, you'll have a minute. When I tell you, you'll have a minute. You need to get in there.
Noted.
Okay. So you're floating there outside of Enclave.
Does anyone remember the direction of a giant worm?
Well, we were led there beforehand, but it seems to have moved now because it attacked that Slad encampment.
Do I have any idea of which way to go, DM?
Outwards.
I guess the only option we have is follow the direction of which way he pointed, which was this way.
Yep. Go on. And do you all go forward?
Yeah, I haven't got any better ideas.
So is that your marching order then?
Oh, I guess I'll confidently take the lead, even though he has
Excellent.
absolutely no idea where he's going.
Excellent. Okay, so yeah. You go. There's a shimmer, and you go through the illusionary barrier.
Mhm.
And on the other side, you find yourself floating in midair, blue sky around you, white clouds, fluffy around you. Those who have fear of flying or heights feel a wave of vertigo, but you've overcome that now.
Okay.
And you look behind you where Enclave was, and you cannot see it now. Even with your detect magic eyes on, you cannot see it.
Mhm. I mean, at this point, it's probably best I turn the detect magic off because this place is going to flashbang me. From if I remember last time I used it in like a completely random plane like this.
And you're now floating in the air. You've been here long enough to work out how to maneuver, so you can maneuver at normal speed.
Yep. I'll maneuver upwards this way.
Okay. Just change this. Suddenly there is a almost like a wave go through you, and you find yourself the depths of the earth, looking around you, surrounded by boiling rock Although it is solid, it is constantly moving. And you realise if you didn't have the dust of stability here, you'd be being crushed by the excesses of limbo. The whole world is moving and moving around you, and everything would be trying to crush you.
Well, I'm glad I managed to lie and get Lewin to put that dust on himself.
Wow.
And time passes, and you find yourself in another space, just floating. There's a cacophony of noise and sound. There are rocks all around you. You can see lightning storms in the distance blasting into things. And as you stand there, JC, what's your... Actually, you'll be able to see this. Sitting on some of this rock, JC, you see a dragon-type creature. Red scales, flames dripping from its mouth. Even more strangely, it's wearing a harness, and on its back you see one of the Gith. This one wearing armour. It has a shield on its side, and it has a 18-foot lance in the air with a pennant on the end of it.
Oh shit, we're dead, and I'm going to point over there.
I played Baldur's Gate. I know what that is.
References.
Well, Lewin, it's up to you. Save us.
And this thing takes to the sky and starts to flap towards you. And a slow, ponderous beat, but it's still moving fast.
Does it appear to be coming towards us menacingly, like, weapons drawn, pointed forwards, ready to stab, or coming towards us friendly?
The lance is in the air. You can see now drips of fire coming out of the mouth of this dragon. It's got red, boiling lava eyes. And on its back, you see that it is wearing armor, but without a helmet. So its head is free. You can see one of the Gith coming towards you, and he flaps. Oops, it's fallen off. There you go.
Solve that problem.
The lance is up. What are you guys doing?
Ask for directions, I think.
So what are you doing? Sorry, just have to restart this.
I will wait for him to approach and ask for directions, I suppose. I mean, he might have seen Marmaduke. Worth asking.
I've just crashed me things.
Jason,
If that's what he says, he just crashed it. Can we help you fix those things?
Start that. Okay. So you're just standing there. You're just floating there. Yep.
I guess.
JC, you're no longer the disguise self up, are you?
No, I'm now invisible.
You're invisible.
Yes,
Okay.
I just cast that.
So he comes forward, and you can see there's great wings beating.
I'm going to fly myself to there.
And that lance is now lowered, pointing towards you all.
Oh, God.
And he stands there and hollows.
Out of interest, can I tell from this distance what sort of material this lance seems to be made out of?
You can't, but it is shimmering. There's clearly something arcane to it.
That gets better and better.
And the dragon, as he gets closer, you realise it's a red dragon. It is a fire dragon. And the person on the top calls out to you. If I can get his thing up. In a language none of you understand.
Oh, this conversation's going to go well.
And then, almost like a universal translator comes on. He clicks his fingers. You.
Yes, hello.
What are you doing in the dangers of Limbo?
Hunting Marmaduke.
You're hunting.
Yes. Well, trying to find and then hunt, really.
I'm hunting the Githzerai. Have you seen them? Have you
I think
seen...
we saw.
Sorry?
I think we saw one or two of them a while ago, but I couldn't tell you where they went.
I'm hunting a place known by many different names, but that of Enclave.
Hmm.
Do you have knowledge where this is?
I mean, I've heard of it, but I couldn't tell you where it is. This place is kind of confusing.
Could you make a deception roll for me, please?
I don't know. That feels kind of honest. I have absolutely no idea where it is now. Deception. 23.
Hmm. Well, happy hunting.
I don't suppose you've seen said Marmaduke by any chance?
The Chaos Worm.
Mm.
It has gone mad. It has attacked the Slad, which was entertaining to see.
I bet.
It would be useful to guide it towards the Githzerai to kill their cities.
That's an idea. Do you know what direction it was heading in?
Make a persuasion roll for me.
21. I'm on fire.
I could. The dragon breathes at you. I could inform you. What could you do for me?
Well, if we see any of these Githzerai, we can certainly point you in their direction.
It's not enough.
What did you have in mind?
Let's switch off the OMS first of all.
Yeah, that might give the game away.
It might give the game away slightly.
Slightly, yeah.
I think we're still OMing, aren't we? Go away, OMS.
Yeah, I can still hear it.
I think it's gone for me. I can't
Gone
tell.
for me.
Okay, I've stopped it. I stopped the OM. Okay, and he's just the dragon's just flapping its wings slowly.
Yes, did you have anything in particular in mind that you'd like in return?
I would like to know the location of Githzerai. We are at war.
Oh yes, well as I said, if we get any information on that, I can certainly pass it on to you.
You'll hear a disembodied voice coming from a pink cat that's currently invisible, going, "But aren't you Githzerai? You certainly look like one."
He's fucked up.
Dach! Insult me! And the dragon now starts charging towards you. Could you roll for me initiative? Could you roll for initiative, please? I will do mine.
You bastard!
Kachaki, you idiot!
But he does look like one!
Yeah, but you don't say that. It's racist.
Okay. I thought you were going to get away with that one.
So did I for a minute.
Okay.
You know, this undoes all your hard work at the troll bridge, just have you know that.
I really
Okay.
hope this isn't a jet still.
JC, you go first. So the lance is now lowered. You can see it's almost resonating. Let's find some battle music because I think you're going to need it.
Still a pink one. He likes it.
Resonating scares me.
Yep.
How many more lives you got left, JC?
Okay, JC, what are you doing? You're invisible.
I'm going to yell at him, hold up, you don't need to be charging at us. I'm just saying, you happen to look like one. Why are you at war with them?
Okay.
Basically, a persuasion of trying them to not kill us. I just genuinely want to know.
Make a persuasion roll. Disadvantage, as it's charging towards you.
6. I'm being genuine.
So's he. Lewin.
Dragons! I hate dragons! And he's going to focus on the dragon's head, and he's going to cast Phantasmal Killer. So firstly, can he make a Wisdom saving throw?
A Wisdom saving throw. Wisdom. Natural 1.
That's what he failed. Suddenly, he sees this great big golden dragon.
No, he doesn't.
Suddenly,
He just shakes his head and it dissipates.
That's okay. That's also an acceptable use of it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, right, split up, avoid its breath. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I am hanging around the back.
Okay. Adult Dragon is next, but he goes with the rider. Dak.
I should be next. Heads up, guys. I hadn't rolled initiative. Sorry.
I've got you on here. Sorry, I've got a 4 on here for you.
Oh, I've got 9. Why am I on there twice? Have I got a 4? I don't see a 4, so I rolled it. It's not. I've got 19.14 on my roll. I don't know. I'm not on the.
Yeah, that's what I've got.
Oh, hold it.
I couldn't see myself on there.
Oh yeah. Sorry, it's. Oh, you're on twice.
I can only see myself once.
You're on once now.
Yeah.
I'll remove one of you. Okay. Okay,
How far
Fomos.
away? Okie dokie. Well, while I have a look at what else I've got. So anyway, I won't start blasting. I'm going to get Crown Stars up.
Okay.
And I'm going to fire one of those. I think you can do that as a bonus action, isn't it? Yeah, I'll fire one of the Crown Stars immediately at. I will just, for now, aim at the dragon until he's a little bit closer. So that will be... Where has it gone? There we go. A 21.
So you're rolling to hit, yep?
Yeah.
Okay. Smack, it hits it.
That's 26 radiant.
26 radiant damage. The dragon bellows at you.
And with my amazing extra little bit of speed, I'm going to meet right out the way of where it's charging.
Yep.
There.
Yep.
That's a 10.
Okay. Dak.
Cool.
For some reason, it's on Lewin. There we go.
Yep, I'll go again. Thank you.
Dak.
Yes. Where's it gone? Yeah, dragons are creatures, aren't they? Or are they monstrosities? What do they count as?
They are dragons. They count as dragons.
Oh, they're their own thing.
Yep.
Okay. Well, that's not going to work then. Let's try. Well, someone's got to go and play with it, so I guess I will wild shape. Do that a what? Cannot find. You can do it. Nope, you cannot do it. All right, fine. I will wild shape to fire elemental form.
I would really strongly reconsider that.
Okay. So I don't know why we can't get it out as.
This is going to be interesting.
Well, I don't know no battle other than dragon fire, so I don't want to be burnt by it. So that's the limit of my knowledge. So that's what I'm going to do.
I am also thinking dragon fire. Dragon probably not damaged by fire.
No, but I can.
You can cast spells to it.
Oh yeah, of course you can. I forget that.
Yeah.
It
was more about just stopping it hitting you guys, really.
I can't turn you into a fire elemental. I am sorry.
Yeah, I couldn't get to do nothing neither. I'm not sure what's going on there.
Oh, damn that pesky chaos magic.
I don't see the fire elemental on the list of tokens on here.
Oh, is it completely gone? How has that happened? Oh no, it's there. It's there. It's ways down the list with all the other elemental stuff.
So look,
I don't.
there we go. Let me give you that. You'd have to keep an eye on your old character sheet as well.
Yeah. I cannot select it or do.
No, I'm trying to get to.
Okay, sure.
Give me a chance. I'm trying to do this.
Yeah, sorry, I wasn't sure whether you'd reached the limit of what you're able to do and whether I need to find the. Where's my app gone? There it is. Wild shapes.
Edit. Controlled in DAC and DAC. There we go. So you should be able to control it now. There we go. So you are now fire elemental.
I am indeed.
Yep.
Right. So
Flame on.
Flame on. Absolutely. So I'm going to just make my way over.
Yep.
Say 20, 25-ish feet.
Yep.
Just so that it makes sense for him to engage with me first. And that's my bonus.
Okay.
What can I do? Ooh, what that? No, that's material component. Okay. Yes. So I'm all right for the time being. I'm going to stand there and I will dodge until he gets a little closer.
Okay. The dragon's going now. It screeches. In fact, he's going to get a little bit closer. He's going to get to here. And it's going to screech. The lance is down, aiming at the fire elemental. Could you all make for me, please, wisdom saving throws?
Sure.
1 second.
JC fails. Lewin, 19. Passes. Dak fails. Vomos passes. Those who fail are frightened by the presence of the dragon, and you have the frightened condition.
Someone have to remind me what that means.
You have disadvantage on attacks and ability checks while it is within your vision, and you cannot willingly move closer to the object which is threatening you.
Exactly that.
Sweet. Okay.
Okay. It now first of all the dragon now attacks you. As a fire elemental, with it makes 3 attacks, bite 26 to hit, 21 piercing damage. I'll ignore the fire damage.
Does this count as magical?
Yep.
Okay, so 21
and 2 claw attacks at 31 to hit and 31 to hit. So
they both hit.
13 slashing and 14 slashing.
27.
But the thing that and the thing that's going to hurt is the lance is now the Githyanki Knight loads its lance and gets a 20 to hit. It's despite the fact you're dodging, it has advantage because it's mounted. You take 35 piercing damage.
Okay.
Only 1 attack, but it's a humdinger, it says here.
That it is.
Okay, so that is so he's going to go there. Now he's going to pull away. So he's not got within 5 feet of you, so he's 10 feet away all the time. 20.
Dak is a large creature, so he has 10-foot reach.
Don't think you do you, Dak? Character sheet. Fire elemental. Reach is 5 feet. No, you don't.
Only 5 feet for an elemental.
8. 10. So it gets now down to here. Okay. That is his go done. JC. You seem to have poked a hornet's nest. But you are invisible, so you're okay.
This is somebody else's problem.
Typical cat.
Although don't dragons have like true sight or whatever?
Some of them do, but this one may or may not.
We lost him.
Ah,
No, I'm still here. Sorry, I completely forgot we were on Discord and
Yep.
I'm talking on Roll20.
Right.
Yeah, sorry. I am going to use the valor, the fact that he can't see me. Oh no, if I do that, he'll fucking drop a grenade. Sod it. I'm going to come up behind Dak.
So Dak, as in, yep. So you're within 5 feet of Dak.
Yeah.
close. You know this.
Well, I can see you've just been hurt a bit by, me. So I'm gonna, if it does it, I was gonna do healing word, but it's not doing it. There we go. You get 6.
Hey, there we go.
You buy sneak healing.
Yes. And
So
then
invisibility,
yeah.
invisibility goes down.
Yeah, I know. And then I will bonus action to
Healing word is a
dash.
bonus action.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Okay, can I use my action then to dash as well?
Yep.
You didn't actually need to move next to me because healing word is not a contact thing.
Oh, I had it in my head. It was sodding.
Yeah, it's like
Touch.
If you touched him, you'd have caught fire.
you
I'll
don't want
come
to do that.
I'll come up close to him then, and then do healing
Yep.
words.
Cool.
And then that'll be me for the moment.
Yep. Okay. Lewin.
Okay, having these two working in tandem is a problem, so let's try and break that partnership. I'm going to focus on this strange sort of Gith Knight,
Yeah.
and I'm going to try and twist his understanding of friend and foe. Can he make a wisdom save, an intelligence saving throw, please?
Intelligence saving throw. Intelligence saving throw. Do. Um, 19.
That's not enough anymore. This dragon's been waiting its time, and now it's turned on him. This dragon is just as hostile as the rest of us to him now. So, on a failed
Yep.
save, the target loses the ability to distinguish friend from foe and regards all creatures it can see as enemies.
Okay. Whenever she chooses, it can see. Okay. Cool. Yep.
And then Lewin is going to zoom 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's just going to zoom out the way in a straight line.
Okay. Nice.
Just fire hot.
Fomos.
Yes. Fantastic. Okay, let's give this a go. I think great minds think alike. Leon's got onto something here, so I'm going to target the dragon. Can it make a... Oh, it should be 20. I don't know why these all say DC save 20. It should be 21 wisdom saving throw, please.
For the dragon, yep.
Yeah. Why does my spell say DC say 20 when it should be 21? That's strange. I need to look into that.
14.
14. It fails, so it needs to...
No, it doesn't. It passes.
He's only got one left. He's only got one left, boys. Burn him down.
In which case I will swear at myself and throw one of my crown of stars at it.
Okay.
For a 23 to hit.
At the dragon, yep.
Yes.
Yep, that hits it, and it takes 27 radiant damage.
Yep. And I will back off. I think the best thing to do is spread so it only hits one of us, so I will dash, not the dash, but I will move 35 feet down here.
Okay.
That should be done.
Dak.
Cool. Well, I can't take too many more hits like that because that really sucked. So let's see which direction would be best. Probably that way. So I'm going to move over this way a little. And what is that? That is what? What's up?
Nothing.
Oh right.
I'm going to enjoy what happens next.
I was about to say, I thought I'd done something obviously stupid there, and I was just questioning everything.
No.
Right. Okay. So for what good it's going to do me, I'm going to drop wild shape now because it's pretty much spent anyway. And I will try and cast confusion on the dragon.
Confusion. That is a wisdom saving throw.
It is, yes.
21.
Oh, he makes it.
Okay.
He's fine.
Okay. So, first of all, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Gets to there. You'll enjoy this, I think.
Yeah, but he's only getting 2 of us. So
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
strategizing, folks.
And this flame, a torrent of flame from the elemental plane of fire spews from the mouth of the dragon. Can both Phomos and Lewin make a dexterity saving throws for me, please? Phomos fails and Lewis fails. Lewin fails.
As the fire is about to hit me, Lewin pulls out a small, tiny ruby from his pocket, and he's going to absorb that, taking half of the damage away.
Okay. So that is how much damage is that? That is 63 fire damage to each of you. Halved.
63.
Oh, yes, fantastic. At least it's fire.
Yep. So you take 31 fire damage each.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm not good at maths, which is why I'm such a bad wizard.
Oh yes, that is the reason.
So
As unfortunate, the concentration breaks on the Githyanki Knight.
and now the Githyanki Knight sticks his lance into Phomos with an attack with advantage.
Oopsie daisy. Well, okay, so would the cloak make that normal?
So it's going to be a normal attack, yep.
Yeah.
17 to hit.
That should hit. I've just got a quick question, Dim. Just thinking, the dragon's attack, was that a class as a magic attack?
No.
No. Okay, that's a shame.
No.
That might have made a difference. Yeah, the 17 hits. 29. All right.
Okay, so you take 29 piercing damage as you get skewered by the lance. Okay, and it's done there. JC, you're no longer invisible.
Yeah. I
Just
honestly have no
chesting
idea.
something. Ignore that.
I'm going to move. To there, I think. Let me measure quickly. Yeah. I didn't want to shoot at him because it was a misunderstanding, but I'm gonna have to light a crossbow towards him.
Okay, what are you going to shoot? The knight or the dragon?
I'm gonna go for the knight.
Okay,
A small target, I know, but
go for it.
and natural 20.
Natural 20.
That's 31.
Can you do your arrow noise, please?
Did you hear that?
Okay, so you do.
Do it louder. That's as loud as I can do it.
I wish
Okay.
that was a magical bow.
So you do 11 plus 8 because it's not doing 19.
Could it include sneak? Because Phomos is there.
You got a natural 20.
Oh, okay. So if it doesn't include sneak, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, and it is in combat with somebody adjacent to it.
Cool. That's a lot.
So
Brain do math.
11, 20, 55. Sorry, so 20, 55, 109 damage.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
And he is just catapulted off the dragon.
Wow.
Jesus.
That's insane.
You know.
I mean, that'll work.
I'll do it. Lewin. just the you just see the Githyanki knight. A arrow comes from Lewin, from JC, and it just catches him square in the chest, and he gets catapulted off the dragon.
And then you turn to look at JC, who's looking at the crossbow, really sort of confused, like, what the hell just happened?
Lewin was ready for a lot of things. He wasn't ready for that, but oh well. Roll with the punches. He's going to pull out the one thing that all dragons fear. It's an IOU payment, and he's going to display it in the face of the dragon, and he's going to attempt to banish it.
Okay.
So can it roll me a charisma saving throw?
22.
Yeah.
Is it within range? Is it within range? Yep.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
60 feet.
So you see, flick some water at it.
Yep, and then I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, back off some more.
Okay. Okay, so now the adult's going to go, the dragon's going to go in its turn on the turn order because it's lost its rider. So Phomos is in front of it. Oh, JC, were you still were you still frightened?
I didn't head towards it.
No, but you had disadvantage on the attack if you were frightened.
How long does fighting last? Was I frightened? I don't know, actually.
Well, did you do the save?
You just work it out. Just going to go for a wee. You guys work it out.
Yeah, I'm going to scroll back and find it.
Could you do a save at the end of each of your turns, don't you? Afterwards.
I
So you should have done one after you healing worded me.
Okay, well, I guess we'll do that. Well, actually, I'll do it now. It's a wisdom save, isn't it?
Yes? Question mark.
I'm going to fail that
Nope.
anyway.
Oh, I guess the gift's coming back.
Fuck's sake. Genuine question. Why are you at war with them? You look like one.
This was already explained, but I guess you were too busy preening yourself.
Oh. I don't remember Mike saying that.
They've been in a civil war since they got 3 from the mind flayers.
Oh. It must have glitched out. I don't remember hearing that on thingy. That's
That's what I said. It's very in character for you anyway. So it
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
We asked the monks this. Because someone said, "Oh, are you similar to Githyanki?" And they all got really upset.
Yeah, they got annoyed. Yeah.
But they're ascetic monks, so they got upset and sort of shunned us, whereas Githyanki will quite literally kill you with an astral weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, don't go to 0 hit points with that weapon because you die. There's no saving throw. There's no fun stuff. If that is what I think it is, instant death.
Oh, joy.
Just trying to do some tech. Apologies if any spells in the list. I'm not actually casting them. I'm trying to fix this bloody spell save DC. It's just not working.
I'll say that that was fine with the you must have passed it. So we'll let you have that. Okay.
DM's discretion. I'm happy with that.
Yep. It's my bad. I should have remembered, but try and remember these things against you guys if that's okay. So against Phomos, the dragon attacks you.
Yes.
with a bite attack.
Oh man.
Hold it, let me just roll this. Oh no, he doesn't.
What's worse? I'm in trouble.
You are the epitome of the meme that you're in danger.
I'm Kenny. I'm getting killed every session.
You are doing pretty good at it so far, yeah.
I really am. I'm not even trying.
Okay, the dragon. Yeah, he's going to make a bite attack against Fomos. 28 to hit.
Does the thingy cloak? It doesn't even matter.
17 to hit. I beg your pardon. Yeah, 17.
I just realised it doesn't even matter.
17 to hit. 18 piercing and 8 fire damage.
Probably 4 fire. Okay.
And a claw attack, which is 17 to hit.
Yeah.
16 slashing, and another claw attack. 23 to hit.
Guys, problem. Not a frontline fighter here, and I've been left to it.
14. And then it just flies across here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It gets to there.
Was it in my range?
Yep, you can take an attack of opportunity if you wish.
Would that just be with the sickle, or can I potentially use primal savagery? Would that count?
No, that's
a melee. Is it spelled? Melee spell?
Yep.
Never mind. This will do nothing, but sod it. Wow.
Absolutely correct.
Oh my god. It's successful.
0 slashing.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Do absolutely nothing. Nice. Okay. And what he hasn't been doing, what is this? Fomos, you'll go.
Oh, what joy. God, I'm getting away from this thing, so I'm going to first of all make a bit of distance there. And then, how far away is that now? Well, no, sorry, that's wrong. 90 feet. I might do this. Let's see what this says about 90 feet. Okay, yeah, I'll give this a go. I'm going to use Lunar Bolt Waxing, so I should get, it says here, let me just put it on here so I can read it. If it's within 90 feet away, it takes 2d4. So that would be a roll of attack first, and I need to roll 2d4 on top of that. Oh, hang on, it increases by a certain spell slot.
Can you go an extra 5 feet? You get another one?
No, that's as far as I could go.
Oh.
So, cold damage increased by 1d10. Okay, that's fine. When cast a spell using a third higher, 4s become d6s. Okay, so it's 2d6 on top of this.
So he has to make a saving throw, yep.
I think it said just a normal, like an attack one. I've never actually rolled this before.
On a hit.
17 to hit.
Misses him.
Well, it just whizzes past him, so all the damage calculation means nothing.
It just bounces off him.
What's the range on Crown of Stars? Easy, I can still hit that, so I'm going to throw a Crown of Stars at it as well.
Go for it.
There we go, so 31 to hit.
What, you just hit both extremes on the damage roll there.
I have a feeling like, you know, throwing a javelin versus throwing a pebble at something is quite a significant difference, and I'm better at throwing the pebble.
Okay. He screeches a bit, and he turns around to look at you, and he whips his tail around. Lewin.
Yes.
18 to hit with its tail.
18 does not hit. I float out the way like the Matrix.
Okay, nice. Dak.
Okay, let's give this another go, I guess. We will try for a confusion again. One of these has got to work, right? So let's say wisdom save.
Wisdom saving throw. 11.
Hey, he fails. Wait.
Okay.
He is confused.
He's confused. And at the end, after are you doing anything else?
No, that's
Okay.
me. That's me.
And he whips his tail around again to try and hit Lewin. With a 20 to hit.
Does not hit, luckily.
Okay. JC.
JC is going to. He's going to go to there.
Yep.
He's going to, amaze at his crossbow, thinking it's the bee's knees. This thing, and he's going to shoot at the dragon, hopefully fully expecting the same thing to happen again. And it doesn't. But 21 to hit.
You do hit it. It is you to take. It takes 34 damage as the bolt sinks into it.
JC fully thinks that it's a large creature, so obviously this thing's hitting hard, but it's a big creature, so and this is now his favourite weapon.
Okay. And
then I'll bonus action dash and move myself another 30 feet further away.
Okay. Lewin, he has one last tail attack against you.
Go for it.
With a 28.
Yeah, that one definitely hits.
That's 14 bludgeoning damage. Whack as it hits you.
I'm thinking of being slick until that whacks me straight across the face.
Do they not have to do the confusion rolls for these?
No, yeah, it does a confusion roll on his go.
Oh, okay.
It's Lewin's go.
Yep.
Right. Well, now the gift's dead, I can focus fire. I am going to attempt to match his intellect with one which is even more powerful, and I'm going to try and break his mind. Can he roll me a intelligence saving throw, please? No, bollocks. That's the wrong spell.
That's the conga.
That's the
the wrong spell. Ignore that. That's the one I wanted to cast.
There you go.
Wait, why is my spell save 21? That's not right. Ignore that. It's only supposed to be 20, not 21. I was trying to.
I love how mine's meant to be 21.
No, I did that because I was testing to see how you do it. So it's only 20 rather than 21.
Okay. Oops. Ooh, something's happened here. So what does this do? If you know the name of the target within range, become spell's target even if you can't see it. Must make an intelligence saving throw. Intelligence saving throw. Can't see what he's got. Oh.
It's a 10.
10. He fails.
Brilliant.
Well, he's going to pass. He's going to pass that.
I thought that would be the case.
Yep.
In which case, I am just going to move around. That's 5, 10, 15, 20.
Yep.
I'm just going to duck around the other side.
Yep.
Actually, no, I'm only going to do 15, so the others have got a clear shot on him.
Okay. It is now his go. Creature uses attack to make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within its reach.
Well, that didn't help much.
Well, it did because it stopped it using his flame attack.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Okay. Okay, so bite. Natural 20.
Yeah, that's going to hit.
That is 20 plus another 20. That's 40. 47. 59 damage. Of which of that 59, some of it is fire damage.
Awesome. And I failed my
19 is fire damage.
Yeah, it's the same for this, unfortunately.
Yep.
Cool. Concentration's down.
What were you concentrating on?
I was concentrating on Psychic Lance. Even though he saved, I still concentrate on it. No, wait. It's not concentration.
It's not concentration.
What was I concentrating? I was concentrating on something. I can't remember what it is now.
I think it was something on the Githyanki, but he got killed.
Yeah. Well, either way, it's down. So.
Okay. He now has 2 claw attacks against you.
Yeah, this is gonna sting.
That is a 22 to hit.
I am going to shield that, so that misses.
Okay, and 33 to hit.
Yeah, 33 definitely hits.
16 slashing damage.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
And
Just.
and it's going to fly off. You can take an attack of opportunity.
I would do nothing because my maximum damage is 0.
Okay, so it flies off. 5, 10. There you go. 80 feet away. Okay, Fomos.
Yes. It's disappearing, is it?
It seems to be making a beeline away.
Question. Because I'm not sure if Crown of Stars is treated differently. I think I have some sort of ability where I get longer range on my spell attacks.
That
Spell
is
sniper, isn't it?
that is with any spell that has an attack roll.
Yeah, so that would count then.
Is it just for cantrips? Or is it any spell?
It says any spell
I
here.
think it's any spell.
Let me have a look.
With your Eldritch Lance, yeah.
Well, when you cast a spell, it requires make double roll. So I was thinking of it. I was thinking, yeah, I can probably reach it with an Eldritch Blast and my Crown of Stars, because Crown of Stars is 120 feet as well. That's okay.
This
Or
one's Spell Sniper.
yeah, Spell Sniper. Yeah. So I can hit with both. So I could blast it and.
So it's 180 feet away.
Yeah, I can do it. I can do it then. I think, unless Eldritch is. Oh, sorry, give me a second. Yeah, 100. Wait, so that's 240. Yeah, so I can. Okay, I'm gonna give it some blasts up its backside and throw a bead at it for good measure.
Okay, go for it.
So I'll start with the blasting. That's update on my side. 22.
Bang!
Hits.
It hits it. Yep.
That's 10.
Yep.
That's a 31 for 5.
Yep.
Another 31 for another 10 damage.
Yep.
Okay, good with these. 23 for 7 damage.
Yep.
And then Crown of Stars is a 15.
Misses.
Misses.
He can't throw it far enough.
Yeah,
it
that's
lands
fine.
close to Lewin's feet.
Just dissipates afterwards.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's me done.
Okay. Dak.
I'm going to call for a tactical retreat. I think we should leave.
So you blow a bugle.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I shall make my way next to where JC is.
Okay. JC.
I'm going to agree with Dak and sheepishly just sort of stand next to him, smiling, that sort of awkward. I didn't mean for that to happen.
Okay. Lewin.
I am going to run, but I need to check something out first. I am going to dash my entire speed to get next to this dead Githyanki knight. Is this lance still around?
No, he's actually dissolving into the fabric of limbo.
Oh, what a shame. Okay, if that's the case, then I am going to use my bonus action to Misty Step 30 feet towards the party.
Yep. Okay.
And
Dylan, just in front of me, buddy. That'll keep me away.
Okay.
You and shield.
He has to make. Oh, he should have made a saving throw last go for his confusion, which is
14, is that?
14.
Yep, failed.
So confusion again. Doesn't move or take any actions this turn. Okay.
I'll do.
Fomos.
I want to give this Lunar Bolt another go because I can throw it from this range as well.
You're just having fun at this point.
Yeah, it's like playing Conkers at the fair.
I'm thinking where's a throw. So if you've ever watched Anchorman where he throws the trident at the guy on the horse, this is what I'm going for here. So this should be maximum on top. So it should be as long as it hits, it should be another 3d8 3d6 on top. Okay, let's give this a go. 22.
Okay. So it's above 120 feet away.
Yeah.
So it's only going to get the basic attack.
Oh, would it?
Yeah.
It's between.
Oh, hang on. How far away am I? Can I even
Actually, I'll
move
be honest
that
with you,
far?
I'll give you the extra 3d4 radiant for that.
It'll be 6s on because it's a 5th level spell slot. If that's okay.
Okay. So what damage is it?
So that should be 26 cold and 11 radiant.
26 cold and 11 radiant. So it's 26 and 11, that's 37 damage, yeah?
Yeah, that's the one. And then for good measure, I've still got my Crown of Stars. I'm going to fling one of my last 3 at it. For a 28 to hit for 33 radiant.
33 radiant, yep. Okay, so he's starting to look injured. Dak.
No, Dag, no, come on, we're winning!
Stop poking the bear. Get over it.
It will make a. After that, it's going to fly another. How far? Half its movement. There we go. Yep, it's gone to there. Yep.
Alright, well, Dak's going to take the dodge, waiting for these two to decide to stop playing at the shooting range and leave.
Well spot.
Okay.
It's a fucking dragon, leave it alone.
JC.
It's a nearly dread dragon.
I was about to say, we fought tougher dragons than an adult red.
Have you forgot we've got to go fight a giant worm yet?
I still have these. I'm pointing at the Crown of Stars. Be more coconuts, Dad, please.
JC, you doing anything?
Exactly.
How far away is this thing? 215 feet.
Oh god, they're all at it.
Ha!
I am.
Easy, we'll stir the pot again!
I'm herding the literal cats.
That's 30 feet. Solid.
What are you doing?
Bonus action dash, so that gets me a bit closer.
Yep.
155. It's going to be disadvantage like across about 155 feet, isn't it?
Yep.
Meth, this is like the best weapon ever. 16.
It just falls short.
This is the worst weapon ever.
Lewin.
Okay, right. If Thomos is content on this, I'm going to increase the violence as Lewin is going to grab hold of Thomos's face and he's going to thrust a bit of licorice inside and give him haste.
Okay. What I didn't do last go was. I keep forgetting to do the saving throws for these creatures. It should be at the end of the go, shouldn't it?
Yes.
So, saving throw. I can do it on there.
You can potentially do 6 shots per round now, Mr. Gatling gun.
Wait, I can. Can I?
22. The confusion went down.
Oh, that's
Okay.
gone. Yeah.
Okay, so you can see it basically what this creature does. It takes its claws out in front of it, and no, it doesn't. It just flies off.
Do I not get another shot in?
No, it flies off.
No!
I wasted haste on you!
It flies behind the rock, and then you can hear it screeching and going away. Okay.
Worse.
Don't taunt the dragon.
Your mother was a lizard.
It's like the first lesson you learn when you fought one.
You just once you
Okay.
get close to him, you realise as Fo says, "Yeah, you better run." He's just spitting blood out of his mouth because he's just been gored multiple times.
Totally fucked up, but still giving it large.
So you are now in limbo in this chaotic area. There's lightning around you. There's rocks crashing into each other. Around each of you, there's a very small air bubble of stability. Fomos looks, and Lewin both look battered and bruised.
I'm just going to grab hold of Thomas's shoulder and say, very sorry about this. This is going to be very uncomfortable, as all the lethargy hits you at once, and you just lose all body autonomy for a moment.
Rub another bit of blood, it's okay.
Yep, and he loosens his bowels. Okay.
Lewin is going to reach into his pack, and he's going to pull out a superior healing potion, and he's going to drink it down.
Okay.
Can you remind me how many dice is a superior?
It should be on your character sheet, shouldn't it?
Yeah, you should be able to do it. I've got a greater, so I'm going to do the same.
Healing potions. Just press the
I
button.
can. Oh, there you go, 28. Nothing to sniff at.
And you're floating in the ether of limbo. You're all quite. JC and Dak are away from the other two. This guy now has completely dissolved into limbo. There's nothing left to see there at all now.
All you're going to hear from JC is, that's what you get when you mess with the Waffle House.
JC, next time you pull that trick, I will put your head through your arse.
Damn shame. That weapon and armor he was wearing were most interesting. I'll have to make a note to track down these strange Githin armor. Now Lewin's had some chance to stop thinking and panic. Does he know what that was?
Make a Arcana roll for me.
Ooh, natural 20.
Wow.
Well, yes. Well, you know about the Githzerai from Azakar, which you remember from your days of study about the Githyanki. And with the 32, you really know the history. So, in eons gone by, the Githyanki and Githzerai, the Gith were one race subjugated and slaves to the Illithids, the mind flayers, and they revolted against their oppressors, the mind flayers, and deposed them in a great war. But the Gith split into two groups, followed two different paths. One of which were martial related, other one which is much more into the id and to the psyche. There were great Githzerai. Githzerai followed Zerai. And I can't remember who Githyanki followed. Somebody else. But there were great leaders of both. But these two became split, very much like the Shia and the Sunni. Although they followed the basic ethos, they were at war with each other. And the Githzerai took refuge in limbo.
Good to know. I'm very interested in this. Lewin's going to take some notes while he's floating through the air.
I think Ross is very interested in this.
Ross is very interested, but that's because Ross has been playing Baldur's Gate. And he finds the GIF very interesting.
Yes, well, the lance is something that I gave them because they don't normally have that. But I thought a Githyanki knight must have a dragon lance of some form or flavour.
I mean, I think it's very cool.
JC, whilst Lewin's in this, will wander back over to Dak.
Like every other wizard in existence, I would take the weapon and strap it to my back and proceed to never use it. It's just their style.
But it's 18 feet long, so you can be stuck.
It
was like a pike, and they needed to use telekinesis to actually use it properly.
You'd never lose, Lewin, because there would just be a permanent little line carved into the ground.
It'd be like a Dodgem car. Okay, so you're standing there. You are battered and bruised. You feel almost like a Fomos. You're starting to attune yourself to this place. You feel almost like there's a storm front coming through.
I'll raise that to the others and say, unfortunately, me and Lewin are not great condition now, thanks to the cat shenanigans. So I'm not sure if this will work properly or not here, but if you wouldn't mind, JC, you need to hold this ring for 10 minutes, and Lewin, you need to get inside said ring. And so do I.
Very
I
well.
I will be very much like, look, it was a genuine question. I just didn't understand why they were fighting, and I thought best to ask the person who would know. How
Well,
those
the reason
slayers
for that...
ain't going to kill us?
Well, I can explain that, JC, and as Lewin starts to do it, you just get stuck
Yeah.
inside of this ring mid explanation.
And all you can hear is just from the ring as he continues to try to explain it.
It's a bit like when the kids speak in Charlie Brown. Oh, when the adults
Yes.
speak in Charlie Brown. Wah 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 wah.
Yeah.
Well, provided we don't, and also it's my head poking out as before I go in. Let's just hope we don't come across Marmaduke in the next 10 minutes. Otherwise, you're going to have a very difficult time, and I'm going to slip inside the ring as well. And me and Lewin are going to have our 10-minute smoke break while we patch our wounds, if that's okay.
Okay, you can
JC's
have
going to just.
Is that a short rest?
JC's
Then,
going
yeah?
to just.
I get a short rest in there, and Lewin, you get this as well. If you use any hit dice, you can add my proficiency to them, so that's 6 on top.
So I get
JC's just
an
gonna-
extra
Can Lewin do a short rest in this length of time as well?
Yes. Any creature,
Yep. Okay.
including myself, gets 10 minutes. You get a short rest.
Is it only the
and-
two of us, or can we all go in?
Someone will probably have to be outside, considering that otherwise there'll be no protection on the ring.
Let
Because
me
Dak
guess.
would very heavily benefit from this.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear what you said there.
Dak, you would very
I
much
would.
benefit from a short rest.
Point
I
him in the
would.
direction of to travel, and then we'll just have to do that, and he's gonna have to deal with it because that's his.
Well,
That's his.
I will say you
punishment.
have said that now, so you have both vanished into the ring.
Unfortunate. Well, if that's the case, is that per hit dice or in total proficiency bonus?
I think you just
They-
did it once,
you
didn't you?
You add your proficiency bonus to the number of hit points over you get. Yes, it's just once.
Just once.
Just
right,
once. So you can add
I will-
6 at least, which is nice.
I will roll some hit dice then.
So you bandage your wounds,
Get my calculator out.
and as you do that, Dak and JC floating there, it is really disconcerting with all this maelstrom around you. In the distance, you hear the screech of the dragon.
JC's ears will sort of go back at that screech and that sort of shrunk of the head.
Man, that was a really good roll. I managed to get maximum, or basically maximum, 3 times in a row. I'm back to full. I will use this opportunity to use arcane recovery as well.
Okay. So Dak and JC, you just float there, waiting for your colleagues to come out. As you're standing there, a storm front comes through. And you find yourself in surrounded by cyan blue of a deep ocean.
Fish.
This is quite pleasant.
There's fish in oceans.
Don't stray.
Meow.
And you feel that if you pushed your hand, if you didn't have your protection around you, you would be crushed by the weight of the water.
Mhm.
There's this light around you. Despite that, you can still hear the crackle of thunder in the background. So the chaos of limbo is all around, and the water is swirling and boiling.
I spent a few months as a whale once, but I never went this deep.
I don't like water really. I don't like being wet.
You kind of get used to it again.
No, I thought
Feels
this.
weird. Yeah. Well,
So your dust of stabilization is just keeping this away, but it literally is just on the other side. There's a very thin sheen around you. It's almost like there's an air bubble, air popping around you. So you're both sort of glistering, slightly silvery. Got to spell it right. Okay. And then the others come out of the ring, looking
You can see
healed.
there's this big cloud of smoke which just comes off the pair of them as they come out of the ring. and the room now smells of sort of sage and parsley.
Are we feeling better?
You just see like everything but like one small blood hole in him has kind of been patched up pretty well. Perfectly better. Just coughs out a massive lung of smoke.
Yeah, well, alright, maybe the smoking's not the greatest, but sure.
You feel a wave of despair and despondency and loneliness flood over you.
That seems familiar.
I think that the horrible, crippling sense of anxiety is not normal.
Well, not to this degree. No.
Not for Thomos, for me maybe.
Yeah.
Switch lights off. Switch that's off. Sorry about that. There is, you feel alone. Despair. Destitution. A light appears.
No, we know what this is this time.
Floats.
Yeah.
JC will immediately start walking between you two.
I'm just going to grab JC by the back of his neck, like grab the scruff.
Oh!
What do you know? It works on bigger cats too.
At least you did the right thing and just grabbed you by the scruff. JC would sort of be making the actions as if he's trying to walk forward, but nothing's happening, you know.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I didn't think this would work on you. That's why I didn't try. I thought it might be a little insulting, but I don't want you doing that again.
Light.
So, do we have a plan?
I think we should attack it.
Well, yes.
But I mean, if you want me to, I could still got 2 of these, and I've still got 2 crowns of stars. I could just fire one at it.
Last time everyone was getting eaten. Does anyone have any abilities to enhance their dexterous or strength abilities?
Light.
I can help JC, but I want to do it the moment we're actually going in to fight, because it won't last long.
JC, in the distance, you see movement in the water.
Yep.
You see creatures. You see the light here is diffuse, but despite that, it's good enough that you can see movement. And there's you can see there's 4 large creatures swimming in your direction. From
Light
here.
have friends.
Over here,
Where's
there's
that?
4 of them. It's hard to say about size because you're underwater. Size is very disconcerting.
I never saw any pings. I'm assuming by the actual light itself.
Other side, right, the other side of the page.
No, I'm still not seeing any pings. I've got it
So
zoomed in.
west of us.
East of you.
Is that right?
Oh,
East of us, right?
You should be
Okay.
centering. You should be centering on the ping. Yep.
nothing, my. Okay, but
Oh, hold it. That's because I got it wrong. Try again.
Yeah,
Over
there
here.
we go.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah, that's it.
So what you see is coming this way. You see shapes swimming towards you. Your direction.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Light has friends. Probably not good ones.
Well, maybe not. Let's watch the situation develop. Maybe friend has enemies.
And the light is floating now around here. And then what you see is those things swimming. You can see they're red, frog-like creatures, and they're swimming forward. All slightly different shapes. One has 4 legs. One has a very long tail. They've got large mouths, and they come forward. And just as you do that, creature comes out of the void and enters, it just swallows one of the slad hole. And the other ones start to attack it. At which point I will stop. Because it's 10 past 10.
Good session, and well done, JC, for nearly killing us. Very
Yeah,
cool.
I mean, the shenanigans were strong in that session.
I mean, JC has now the perfect weapon for small creatures. He expects it every single time he uses it to just obliterate what's in front of him.
Yeah. Oh Jesus, that was terrifying. You don't want to know how quickly that nearly killed me. That fucking dragon and the gift.
It took down my hit points from the fire elemental in one turn.
The lance was the scary part.
Yeah.
Like, never mind the I would quite have happily gone toe to toe with the dragon for another couple of rounds if that bloody gift was gone. But he absolutely kebabbed me.
I mean, in fairness, our rolls tonight, for the most part, have been terrible. I didn't roll above a 4 until combat.
Yeah, true.
I'm just going to say that this is now the second time that Lewin has gone 3 rounds face-to-face with a dragon, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice.
Yeah, we need a title for you for that.
Dragon bait.
Well, yeah,
No, I think you mean to spell that B-A-N-E.
Dragon bait, hoo-ha-ha.
Lewin is very happy because seeing a adult red dragon in the flesh is a very enlightening experience. You can't quite appreciate their majesty until you've come face to face, literally.
let's try to eat you. Yeah.
You can smell the sweat.
Yeah, it was a pity it couldn't use its it couldn't use its breath weapon on you again. Because you're not good at dexterity saving throws. Oh, that confusion really, really clobbered him.
Lewin is absolutely amazing at not getting hit until a saving throw comes out, at which point
I know.
all of the AC stacking goes out the window.
Yeah.
All bets are off.
Yeah. Cool. Well done.
Thank you very much.
You found Marmaduke and you found some slad.
We didn't kill all the monks.
Yet.
You better hope that Davey hasn't lost another character, because then he'll be tied with me.
Yeah. I mean, if he is dead, that is definitely a record.
Actually, no, he won't be tied with me. I've had 4. He's only had 3.
There's time to
in a
go.
very quick succession, really, if you think about it.
Yeah.
That's how high level play goes. You have a bad round, and well, in fact, that's true the entire game. But you're much more likely to get a instant death round. I hate to imagine what would happen if that lance had got one of us to 0.
Yeah.
Given what Ross the person knows about Githyanki weapons.
It was quite close, I'm not going to lie.
Damn, that's how you know it's fun, when it's close.
At least it wasn't quite one hit point left for one character. A finger up the nose and disintegrate.
That was incredible.
Still one of my favourite combats. That was so good.
But you didn't really have to have a combat with that Githyanki.
No,
we didn't.
It's only
We didn't, did we?
Only when he was insulted. Well, what was he going to do?
I thought for a fleeting moment we might get away with an ally here, but
The main problem you had is Dak, quite well spoken, sensible, always thinks about what he says because he's got a high wisdom score. JC might have a quick mind, but that quick mind often goes to his mouth.
Yes.
Yes, I love it.
filter.
I love it.
Exactly.
And also, quite honestly,
Question.
not only do the gifts of Rye not like us anymore, now the gift Yankee won't like us, so we have completely boned ourselves.
But
They won't do yet.
But it's called playing your character to a T, because that's what happens when you're chaotic. You do random things and you say random things, which is
quite right.
absolutely. I don't begrudge you that at all. I think that was very cool. And when you get everybody to, of course, JC, if you kill some of the rest of the party members, you could have had all their shinies.
Yes.
He's playing the long game.
I mean, If JC wants to open my spell book, he can. I
Wouldn't recommend it.
I warn him
No.
of the consequences of doing so.
Yeah. Just remember, I don't have to outlive everyone. I just have to outlive you.
Cool.
You don't know what Lewin's done to you.
Well, he's not done anything as far as I know.
Oh well, there you go.
Good.
Oh, it hasn't done it. That's a shame.
I didn't do anything to break either.
Of course not.
Actually, JC hasn't signed your book yet. You've never
Wow.
offered it to him. No.
My book? You mean Fomus's book? The book,
Yeah, it's
the
my
book
book.
he's signing souls over to.
Yeah, you're just paranoid, mate. You've already signed your soul over to multiple people by mistake, so it's fine.
Yes, but I operate on a bargaining system. If everyone owns 10%, it's going to have to go to arbitration, which means I'm going to live forever.
I'm just waiting for it to be the one person who's not in the book is Lou, and he's like, is it too late?
Look, I don't know anything about Yasha. She could be horribly evil and turns us all into soul coins when we die.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, warlocks aren't exactly known for getting into good agreements, no matter how you spin it.
Well, we'll see.
I love it. You still got your secrets.
Well, actually, Dak doesn't really.
Oh yes.
Everything he's found out, he's openly shared.
I will change that. I'll make something up from your backstory and bring it in, and realise in the end, actually, you are Asmodeus.
I think when you were both wild shaped with your dad, actually it wasn't an accident. You killed him.
Yeah.
Or plot twist, you're actually your dad all along. It's a time loop.
You are your own father.
Exactly.
Our Rob or Ross.
Exactly.
Cool. Right. Well, I will stop recording because we're wittering now, as we normally do.
Yeah.
There we go.